Hello, John Talley here with Partzilla.com. Today I'm going to walk you through the process to change out the coolant on your 2007 Suzuki GSX-R1000. Pretty simple to do, just need to drain it out, get it refilled, bleed the air out. Then there's one little screw we need to look at to make sure that it's bled properly. So let me go grab a couple of tools and I'll show you how to get it done. Alright guys, this is going to be a skill level 1, so really not going to be that tough, just need to be patient and follow me through all the steps so you have a successful outcome. As far as the tools you're going to need, really short list. Phillips screwdriver, 8mm socket, 1/4 inch ratchet. Now as far as the parts, all we're going to need is just the coolant from Suzuki. Now, if you start pulling your bike apart and you find a hose that's cracked or a connector that's not quite right, if you would, reference our exploded diagrams. That way you can get the exact part that you need for your particular machine. So, once you've got your tools and your parts together, we can go over there and I can show you how to do it. All right, let's start by opening up the radiator cap so it'll go ahead and flow out. All right, there is no drain plug on this particular unit. What they want you to aim for is the lower radiator hose. So what we're going to do is just take off this clamp right here, take off the hose, and then it's going to drain out, probably making a bit of a mess in the process, but hey, that's the only way there is to do this. Now, how often should you be doing this? Well, Suzuki recommends that you do this every 2 years. Not horrible, but it definitely needed to be changed. See how that has kind of a brown color to it? Yeah, this was looking pretty sad because this stuff should be a nice bright green. And you could tell this may have been at one time, but not anymore. All right, if yours really looked bad, like a really dark brown, I'd recommend at least just filling it up with just regular water and then letting it flush out a little bit more. To tell you the truth, I was not really very enthusiastic about the way this stuff looked, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to grab some regular water, fill it back up, and then drain it out again. As you're filling it up, to help get rid of some of those air pockets, just shake it back and forth. I mean, we'll do this when we go to actually fill it up with the new coolant, but same procedure. Just trying to get as much water in there as possible and drain it back out. All right, that should do it. Let's go ahead and take off that clamp again and drain it out. Tell you what, guys, we're still going to do that one more time. All right, let's drain that out and see what she looks like. All right, that should be good enough. Yeah, I can pretty much tell you that's not what coolant's supposed to look like. That's looking pretty tired right there. All right, let me step out and go put this in my container. It's going to head to the recycler, and then we'll get this thing filled back up. All right, let's get our hose back on. Start filling it back up. On a side note, when you're going through to do this, make sure that you keep any small animals and kids away when you're working with antifreeze, because it has a sweet taste to it, and it will definitely do bad things to a child or a dog. It's very poisonous, so you want to be very careful if you're working around kids or small animals. What I'm doing now is bring it out of the clamps, because as we're filling it up, instead of just shaking it, which was fine when we were just filling it up with water, we want to actually move it back and forth slowly as we're adding more coolant into it. Kind of a slow process, but it takes what it takes. Just trying to get all those air pockets out of there. All right, we've got almost 2 quarts in there, so we're getting close. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to start it up and just let it idle and just keep filling this up if it needs it. So here we are on our level. I'll let it run for a while, but not to the point it's going to build up too much pressure and get hot. Yeah, we're all the way up. What we have to do next is I'm going to start it back up, and I'm after this bleed screw right on top of the thermostat housing. And it's right here. So what we're going to do is crank it back up, loosen up this, open it up, make sure we've got a steady flow of coolant coming out. All right, we've got the initial bleed complete. What we need to do now is go ahead and run it through a couple of heat cycles, probably 2 or 3. So we're going to let it heat up all the way to operating temperature, then I'm going to let it cool back down. Heat it back up, cool it back down. And this is a time-consuming process, but it's absolutely required to get this done correctly. All right, the fan's actually turned on. I'm going to give that a chance to catch up with it, maybe bring my fan around in front. Then we're going to shut it down and let it cool off. I'm going to bring it down about 210 or so, then I'll shut it off. All right, I'm going to keep the fan on it. Whatever you do, do not open up that radiator cap right now because it would spew all over you. So what we're going to do is let it cool down. We're going to run it up again, then let it cool back down, and then we're going to get that reservoir filled up. All right, guys, we took it through 3 heat cycles. It's on its way to cooling down, so the only thing we have left to do is lift up the tank and get to the reservoir, which is right in the middle under the tank. So let's get this lifted up. There's your fill cap right here. Hopefully you have a funnel with a long spout on it, and we're going to be looking at it from the side to get it filled up to the full mark. All right, that got it to the low, so we have a little bit more to put in. All right, there it is, up to the full line. Let's take out our funnel, get this cap/plug back in place, pushed all the way in. Well, all right, guys, that pretty much wraps this one up. Well, listen, if you need any of the parts for your machine, come see us at Partzilla.com and we can get you taken care of. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below and I'll do my best to answer them. We do want to say thank you for choosing Partzilla as your parts supplier because it makes all these videos possible. That being said, I'll see you in the next video.